This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The poem of Thomas Stearns Eliot, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, is picaresque due to the way it sounds and provides lines of changes that appear to the main character in the poem. The plot of the poem concerns the story of a man reasoning on his life and its peculiarities at the moment and supposed changes in the future. One should be able to designate the stream of consciousness technique by Thomas Stearns Eliot. This method is relevant to modernism and the philosophy of Henry Bergson. Thus, the puppet film in this poem can be made up due to the vortex of different changes that a narrator experiences in his love story. Main body. It is a peculiarity of the genre that this poem comprises lots of events that are going around one person only. In this respect, it is better to pay attention to the main characters of the would-be puppet film. The characters are as follows. J. Alfred Prufrock, he tries to understand his willingness to find love when meeting a woman to please his expectations. He provides personal reasoning on this problem going far beyond the triviality of the love issue. A woman, this character is supposed to be imaginary in most cases. She is allegedly flying in the dreams of the main character, who is constantly talking about Michelangelo. This woman is desired by J. Alfred Prufrock. Hence, she is constantly present in his imagination. Footman, he gives a coat to the main character in his imaginary wanderings down the street. It has an outlook of an old and respectful man in his field of activities. Crowd, these multiple characters are supposed to direct a sad man to what he is seeking. Mermaids, these creatures are thought of as pleasing the look of a sad man in reality. They are signing the satisfying inner world of J. Alfred Prufrock. Once the main characters are done, it is about time to think of the decorations. It is a matter of the way the poem is narrated. Thus, the narrative presupposes the essence of the street first of all. In this respect, one should prepare decorations in the form of several buildings, street lamps, and, perhaps, shades of other persons walking the street. The second is considered with the decorations for different weather on the street. It means that the fog and the dusk should be represented as imitated drawn pictures. To lay more emphasis on the live performance of what is happening in the episode, as for fog, it is better to provide decorations in motion. In the below-mentioned episode, they need to show different movements. The yellow fog rubs its back upon the window panes. The yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle on the window panes. The final major part of the decorations represented in this puppet film should touch upon the sea. In this case, the representation of waves is a focus. They also need to be in motion. It is especially suitable for the following occasion, namely, we have lingered in the chambers of the sea. By seagirls wreathed with seaweed red and brown. One more important and symbolic decoration is the window. J. Alfred Prufrock is constantly looking through the window. He wants to expand the reality of his love and life by what he sees outside. Therefore, the director of the film should make this decoration an enormous window that might draw viewers' special attention to its symbolic coloring. The latter means the way to see the truth of life and its changeability or constant character with people. The next step is to define the way in which the whole performance should take place. As might be seen, there are several transformations of the main character who tries different images related to him. In this respect, the first image is supposed to look like an ordinary man, one of the single visitors to the cafe. The next image that makes change is considered the prophet. Supposedly, it is better to use the well-known and recognizable image of Jesus Christ. It would make the audience follow the narrative in the poem. One more image is the image of Prince Hamlet. There should be medieval clothing in this image, along with long hair, perhaps. Everything concerning the latter should comprise peculiarities of the Shakespearean epic. Conclusion. Finishing strokes touch upon the connectedness of the whole performance. In fact, While looking through the text of the poem, everything becomes clear. Alfred Prufrock is getting through the night surrounded by thoughts related to time, destination, and use of him. He meets a woman, but he just hears her voice talking of Michelangelo. The crowd is asking some rhetorical questions. Their mouths should keep moving. A footman sneezes and gives a cloak. Finally, mermaids provide divine singing that makes the main character think of better times to come. All in all, after the performance is done, all puppets should come in front of the improvised stage and bow. Did you like this Prufrock by Thomas Stearns Eliot stream of consciousness techniques sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs without even having to register.